Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm filming in front of my window today. Hopefully the fan and things are not too distracting. You guys will be fine. As you can see, I figured I would show you how I do the underlash extensions that a lot of people are doing now. I don't really feel like I hear people talking about them very much. Suddenly I'm out of breath. What is happening? So you're going to be needing a few things. I've got my coffee here. They really do not take very long, especially when I sit down to do them and I'm not having to talk through it. They're just kind of a time saver. I've really grown to like them. There's nothing wrong with my natural lashes. You don't need to wear false lashes if you're wearing makeup. There have been a few times where I don't wear any false lashes, but sometimes you just want a little something extra, you know? Also, I've really been into doing my own nails lately. These are just press-ons. I always get some that are slightly like kind of transparent so I can use the Gel X method. Yeah. This is my second cup of the day. I've got the day off, so I figured this would be a really good time to try and get 2 videos in one today, and also while I've got this natural lighting. So first off, I order all of my stuff from Amazon, all of my lash extension kits. I've tried a few different styles. I haven't liked all of them, but I have found a handful that I really, really like. Some are a little more natural, some are a little more full looking. So yeah. And who are these good for, first off? So I think that underlash extensions are going to be good for people who probably don't wear a lot of makeup and are willing to get the hang of putting them on. I really don't find them to be difficult. Now, I know how to put on strip lashes and false lashes. Like, I do all of that stuff. I can do it really, really quickly because I've been doing it for so long. So you have to be willing to accept that. And also, I recommend, if you are trying them for the first time, get a more natural style that will be easier to apply, a little more comfortable, something again with a really thin lash band. You know, spring is here, and then we'll be moving into summer, and people will be doing lots of activities and taking weekend trips and water activities and being outdoors and things like that. And if you're someone who is maybe self-conscious about your lashes, but you don't want to have true lash extensions done or pay to maintain those things, this might be a really good option for you because they are waterproof. I am careful about washing my makeup off and washing my face in the shower. I do, try to be careful around them. I use my pinkies like this when I'm washing my face and removing my makeup. But, I mean, they can get wet. They're not really going to come off. I haven't had any issues with them coming off. I will say that for me, I can wear them 3-4 days max. Some people can go all week wearing them, and that's cool. But for me, I move a lot in my sleep, and so I will find that the outer corners will be the first, ones to start loosening up. And also the great thing is you get big packs like this and they'll have several different sizes. So these go from 16 millimeters to 14 to 12 to 10, right? That's the most common sizes or lengths that they give you. I use 14, 12, and 10. I never use 16. So you could say that I'm wasting my money there, but I don't care. The great thing is these are like between $9 to $12 on Amazon per pack. Now, what I recommend is finding a natural style like this, and then I don't know why I said it that way. Natural. Getting one that comes with a bond and seal and remover. You need the remover, absolutely. If you're gonna go and buy these from Amazon, find a kit that includes bond, seal, and remover, please. If you do not have the remover, you will struggle to get the bond off. It is very sticky. Makeup remover does not get it off. Cleansing oil does not get it off. I don't know what is in this stuff. Maybe a lash extension or a lash tech would know. I am not a lash tech. I'm an esthetician. I am not a lash tech. Lashes were never ever my thing. Maybe one day, not right now, okay? But now that I've got my powder brows all done, hello? Now that I have my powder brows done and then waking up with lash extensions, I do feel, I don't know, I feel prettier. My makeup is a lot quicker and I can, you know, do a new set every 3 to 4 days, and I'm not wearing, you know, strip lashes anymore. I do still have them and I do still wear them sometimes, but I have really grown to enjoy the underlash extensions and just waking up with them. They're easy to maintain. They're really not very fussy. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, I have a couple pair of tweezers. Almost every single kit will come with some type of pair of tweezers like this. And then I also have my own e.l.f. tweezers that I like to use to take them out of the package because they can be really delicate. I have a little pair of scissors in case I need to cut anything. As you can see, I'm probably going to need to place a new order today because I'm getting low on my 14s. So, yes. So the first thing that we're gonna do is take the bond, and you wanna make sure that your lashes are clean, dry, mascara free. Do not put on mascara, do not put on makeup before you do this. You need to do these first. Also, the bond is black, so you do not need to put on any mascara at all, which has also been kind of nice because I don't feel, you know, like I'm scrubbing off mascara all the time. Okay, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to try and get as close up as possible. Okay, hopefully the lighting is good for you guys. And I know that they say, oh, you want to keep the bond close to the roots of the lashes, and I do try to focus it there, but I do take it up a bit onto the lash a little more than maybe what is recommended. I don't know. And I work in sections that I'm going to apply the lashes. So I'm going to set that down. With my tweezers, I'm going to take out 14. And you have to kind of go like this. And then they'll just stick to the bond. The bond is very sticky. I'm looking at a gray hair right now. Do you guys see that? And then with the back of the tweezer, I just press them. And there we go. So I will get all of my clusters on, and then I will go in with the seal. If you do not use the seal, or you don't buy a kit with the sealer, the bond remains tacky. So you need the seal, because if you don't use it, lint, pet hair, lots of things will get stuck in the bond. And I've had stuff get in my eye. Like when I was first trying underlash extensions, I just bought some from, like, I think Ardell, like a kit from Ardell or Kiss or something, and it didn't come with the seal. And I was getting stuff stuck in my lashes. Also, the lashes were getting stuck together. And so it made it look like I had less lashes, and that was like completely defeating the purpose, right? Like, that's the opposite of what I wanted. These are supposed to make me look like I have more lashes and longer lashes. So, again, you really, really need one with the seal. As you can see, really easy, Remember not to go too far into the waterline. That will poke and irritate your eye. I got one time on this side that was too close and I had to remove the lashes, but I made the mistake of leaving them in overnight and I was like, I'll just take them off in the morning. And then my eye was red for 2 days. People thought I had pink eye. I did not. I was like, I just got my lash extension wrong. If you notice any irritation, any swelling, itchiness, burning, you're probably allergic to the bond. Remove them immediately and flush and wash your eyes, please. I have not had any issues at all, but I'm not someone who really has a lot of sensitivity to stuff like this. So I have been completely fine, but pay attention to that. That was a 12 millimeter. Sorry, the second cluster I did was 12. Now I'm going to take the 10 millimeter and put it on the inner corner. And then this eye is pretty much going to be done. Ta-da! Those are done. And then I like to take the tweezers that they give you that are kind of like this, or they come in, each brand will give you like something like this, maybe different shapes slightly. And clamp them together, just press them with my natural lashes. Make sure they're really locked in place. You can see they've got a nice curl up. The bond will get on your tweezers or your tools, so a nail polish remover or maybe alcohol is really good at removing the bond from your tools, because then the clusters will stick to your tweezers instead of getting on your lashes like you want them to. So that's a little tip for you there. Now we're going to take the seal, and I really like this one because it's got the rounded tip at the end, almost like a little Q-tip, and it's very easy to use. So I like to take that towards the base. Now the seal is clear, it dries clear, but this is gonna coat and keep the bond from being all sticky and nasty and keep things from getting stuck in the lashes. And I like to try and be really thorough on the front because that's mostly where we focused it, right? But also I will go on the back of the lashes too. And if you get any of the bond on your eyelids, that's okay. You can take a little dot of the remover, give it a few seconds, and then go in with a Q-tip and take that off. But this eye is done, and already, like, I could wake up like this, throw on a tinted moisturizer and a lip gloss and feel like really pretty, very natural looking. They don't look like too much. They're not too thick and voluminous. I like to see through the lashes. I don't like my lashes to be too thick. So I'm going to do the other eye and come back and show you how they look together. But as you can see, right now I'm at 15 minutes of filming and unedited. So they really, really do not take very long. It takes me 10 to 15 minutes to do both eyes without, sitting down and having to explain. Okay, here are the finished lashes. As you can see, now that they're both on, they're not too intense. They're not, really unnatural looking. That's why I love these. I will see if I can link this exact one in my description from my Amazon, because I think that this would be great for a lot of people. And actually, a friend of mine, Samantha, she was one of my coworkers. I was obsessed with her lashes and she sent these to me. She sent the link and I think I've repurchased these 2 or 3 times. It's time for me to place another order. But yeah, they look really pretty. They're not too thick or caterpillar-like. They don't look unnatural. And they also, I think, make a lot of different colors now. So if you have lighter hair than me and you're very fair, you could get like a dark brown or a lighter brown if you want something that just looks super natural. And you might be wondering, no, I do not feel them when I close my eyes. If you apply them, you know, start with one eye, get all of your clusters on, close your eyes, see if you can feel any poking anywhere. And if you do, try and adjust them before you seal them. Once you seal them, if you need to adjust them, you have to remove them. So once you seal them, you're done. So just make sure that you get that done. This eye is harder for me because I can't see as well out of this eye when things are very close up. I have astigmatism, and so sometimes certain things can be a struggle with makeup. If you do have vision problems where you cannot see things very well close up, these might be really difficult for you. You could still try and learn how to do it, but I think that these are great for weekend trip, water activities, you know, someone who doesn't really wear a lot of makeup. Maybe you've got good brows, maybe you've got really nice skin and you're just wanting a little something extra in the morning, but you don't want to do the whole lash extension thing every month or so. These are awesome, and there's a ton of styles to choose from, colors, prices. There's huge kits that you can buy that come with tons of styles. So yeah, I hope that this video helped you out, that it was informative. And I will see you guys in the next one. My next one will be a powder foundation routine. I know, I'm not really a powder girly, but as the weather is getting warmer here in Southeast Texas, my skin has become so oily, and I love my BB creams, but I thought it would be really good to show some powder stuff that I really like. I hope that the lighting in this video was good enough for you guys. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.